Hello, you white panties full of used coffee filters. Jim Sterling here, and this is The Deed. All I know about this game is it's quite short, but very replayable, and it's about plotting the perfect moida. Moida most foul. So let's get on with it. New game. Here we are, straight into it this time. Pilgrim Adventures. The best kinds of adventures come from pilgrims. Very worth remembering, very much worth remembering on this, our Thanksgiving week, where we give thanks. My name is Aaron Bruce, son of Malcolm Bruce and rightful heir to Dunshiel House. I have recently discovered that my tyrant of a father intends to disinherit me in favour of my deranged younger sister. Oh dear. My relationship with my family is strained, to say the least. I have decided that the time has come for my sister to be removed from this ghastly equation. Wow. I intend to put her out of her misery. Unfortunately, I feel like he needs to have a bit more of a sinister air. Unfortunately, my sister never leaves the confines of Dunshiel House, which makes the matter more complicated. I have not visited the family home in quite some time. I can't bear to be in that hellhole for long. However, my presence on the night of my father's 50th birthday will cause no suspicion. I must choose the timing and method of the deed very carefully. Tonight is the night. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. So you see, it's the deed, as in what he's going to do, and the deed, as in for the house. It's a double meaning. Very, very clever. Okay, here we go. Right. 7 hells, George. Who has been responsible for maintaining the gardens? Used to be Big Jack. I'm not doing voices. I can't be bothered. Used to be Big Jack Willis, sir. He's been dead almost a year now. I do a little here and there. Can't do much on account of my bad back, though. My sister hasn't offered... I'll do a voice for him. My sister hasn't offered to help you, then. Miss Jennifer isn't really the outdoor type, sir. Yeah, we established that. You don't even know. What a fool. I know, George. It was a joke. Now I feel sick. Now I'm the silly bugger. Okay. Very funny, sir. It's patronising. Let's go inside before the ocean comes to Dunshiel. You know you got a good protagonist when they use the term 7 hells. Homecoming. Converse with your relatives and search the house for useful objects. Objects are divided into 2 categories, items of evidence and weapons. You will only be allowed to pick up 2 objects from around the house before dinner commences, so choose wisely. After dinner, you will have the chance to plant an item of evidence, if you wish, and then commit the murder. There are many ways to do the deed, and only the cunning will succeed. That rhymed. That's good. Okay, so we have to plant some evidence and choose a murder weapon. Fair enough. Good evening, Mr. Aaron. May I take your coat? Couldn't resist. I would rather keep my coat. Only if I can take your dress? What? I've got to see what the response is. That's terrible. Certainly, my dear, but only if I can take your dress. I am irresistible to women. Mr. Aaron, that's no way to talk to a lady. Mr. Aaron was just making a little joke, George. It's fine. I said I wouldn't do voices, but apparently I will for her. But he can't talk to... It's fine, George. Please let me take your coat. You're new, aren't you? Sophia is my name. Sorry about the barricade, my lord. That's a Guys of the Wolf reference. I recognise you from your pictures, Mr. Aaron. I'm not new exactly. I've been employed by your family for almost a year. This is going to be unbearable. But people didn't want me to play any more first-person horror games, so this is what you're stuck with. It's just that you have never visited before. See, I've been busy. I don't get along with my family. Just what are you trying to say? We'll say I don't get along with... No, that's suspicious. I have been busy. My work keeps me very busy, unfortunately. I understand. It's been away from my family. I've been away, from my family a lot since I started this job. You're here now, and I'm sure you're eager to meet with the others. Your father is in the library on your left, and your mother is in the parlour, which is on your right. Your sister's upstairs in her room, I think. Okay, let's see, where can I find you, my pretty? We might as well go full-on creeper. The guy's already a murderer in his head. And what if I want to join you for some pleasant company? Oh, I will be in the kitchen preparing dinner. I'll sound the bell when dinner is... That's not very erotic, is it? Okay. Very well. Right, now we can walk around. Here we are. Ready to commit moider most foul. Oh, even now the familiar musty smell of your... Oh, this is the narrator. Even now the familiar... I'll just do it normal. Even now the familiar musty smell of your father's library fills you with dread as you step inside. You have too many bad memories of this room. No, that's not good. Dog, though. I talk to the dog. Your father's best friend, a hunting hound named Beastie. The dog looks at you for a moment and walks away when it realises you have no food. Oh well, time to meet Father. Fattah, I have returned. Hello, Fattah. Your father remains silent for several moments, and a chill seems to pass through the library. When he finally speaks, it is in a quiet and bitter tone. You told me you'd never enter this house again, boy. Why are you here? To you, of course. Happy birthday. To discuss your inheritance. That is none of your concern. We'll play suck-up mode. It's obvious why I'm here. I want to put all that unpleasantness behind us and wish you a happy 50th birthday.
Happy? You honestly think this is a happy day for me? Another day when I can watch my life's work crumble into nothing? Another day to see a bloodline slit its own throat? You know how to make me happy. Move back to Dunseal, take your proper place and do your damn duty.
I just had to take a quick break there. I got a phone call, automated message from the doctor telling me to get a flu shot. I say bring it. Actually, I'm planning to travel soon. I should probably take that. Because the last time I took a vacation, I ended up sick, really badly sick with pneumonia, and had to fly back on the plane with it. Dying. It was horrible. It was the worst. And I was going to do banging that week. Didn't, because I got sick. Oh well. Let's see, you have to let me live my own life. I refuse to move back and suffer your abuse. I will consider it if my sister is put into care. Again, let's play this. Play this cool. It's too late, Father. I have my own life now, my own home, and my own job.
Damn them both to hell! Do you think your pathetic little life really means anything? You are the last of a noble dynasty that stretches back hundreds of years. What does your life mean next to that?
Everything.
You're the same snot-nosed brat you always were, boy. Even I didn't know discipline.
If you can't be civil, take my plan. If you beat me... Oh, you beat me plenty, I remember. Oh, God. Perhaps you're the one who needs some discipline. I've got to get sassy now. You should watch your words, old man, and not as helpless as I used to be.
Maybe not on the outside. On the inside, you're every bit as small and weak as you always were. Don't think for a moment that you can stand against me. You're not man enough, and you never will be.
Frame him for the murder.
You'd better leave this room before I decide to revisit the past. Get out of here!
What a prig. Absolute tosspot. Okay, let's talk to Mutter. Oh no, there's the door. Right, we'll talk to Mutter. That's some lovely music. What's this? There. You glance over your shoulder to make sure your mother isn't looking. The red book on it says diary. So if I pick... I don't know if I pick something up if I'm stuck with it. I'm going to take it, we'll see. Are you sure you want to take the diary? Remember, you can only... Okay, so that seems like we can't... beloved rusty old gramophone. So it seems like if I pick that up, I can't put it again. I can't, replace it. That seemed pretty final. Okay, I see you made it, Aaron. Forgive me if I don't stand. Your mere presence has almost given me a heart attack. Hello, Mother. Please sit down if you want to talk properly, Aaron. I don't want to crane my neck looking up at you. Alright. There we go. So, Aaron, you finally managed to make it up here for a visit. Please tell me you aren't just here to cause trouble. Well, I mean, apart from the murdering of the sister and everything, otherwise everything's fine. I'm here to make amends. No, Mother, I'm not here to cause trouble. Quite the opposite. Oh. Our family has been dysfunctional for a long time, and I have to take some responsibility for that. For what it's worth, I apologise for any stress that my behaviour has caused you over the years. I see. You'll forgive me if I'm a little sceptical about this sudden change in your attitude, Aaron. However, if we can get through today without any drama, then I would appreciate it. Have you been up to see your sister yet? She has been going through an unusually difficult time recently. Christ, what's wrong with her this time? I'd rather not talk about her. We'll say, will she be okay? We're very concerned for our sister. You sound worried. Do you think it's serious? I've not seen her this bad in a long time. Do you remember that summer when she... Oh, I'm not even reading that in a funny voice. Razor in the bathroom. This is very dark, actually. That was the last time I remember seeing her like this, so yes, she's very worried. Okay, well, we've already talked to Father. At least try to sound like you mean it. Right. Okay, I want to get back to doing funny voices. I don't want to think about bad things. Right. Oh, look at that. There's got to be some neat shit in there. Sort of family records and heirlooms. We got a gun. Oh, shit. I don't know. Oh, God, it's young one. Young version of the character. Of course you do. Use that head for once, boy. Again, I'm not doing funny voices in case this goes bad. Great Uncle Thomas. He sighs. What initials do you see on that silverware? CB. Okay, cock and bollocks. And what kind of half-wit spells Thomas with a C? I don't know. Well, I do. It's the kind of half-wit that's standing next to me. Now, which of your ancestors owned that silver chalice? If you get this one wrong, there will be serious consequences, boy. Oh, God. I'll say one thing for my father. His style of parenting has always been consistent. There's nothing on this old lectern. I'm going to replace my lectern soon, my Jimquisition lectern. Been looking at replacements. Oh, pages of poetry penned in your sister's handwriting. There seem to be love letters penned to an unidentified female. From the descriptions, you would guess it's the new maid. Well, then. I mean, that could be used to frame the father. If we say, I mean, there's no doubt he's a fucking homophobe on top of everything else. I'm going to take the pun. That's evidence. Yep. You take the most intimate and lovelorn poem you can find and hide it on your person. If planted in the right location, this could raise interesting questions about the maid's relationship with your sister. I don't want to raise questions, I want to raise answers. As in, Daddy did it. Where do we put this? How about there? Desk lamp, no. These shelves are labelled arts and culture. When your father isn't looking, you quietly open the top drawer of the desk and take a look inside. It seems to be filled with his memorabilia. One of the items sends a shiver to your bones, the cruel leather torse your father used to beat you with. Perhaps if you planted it in the right place. I'm going to leave the torse. We need a weapon. But where can I plant this? Get away, boy. That chair is for the dog. These shelves are labelled British history. Hefty tome of Bruce family history. Right, but... you don't have anything else to say? Okay. So we can't put anything in Father's study, it seems. I mean, unless we got to pick the two items and then it's dinner and then we do the planting in there. I think that... isn't that what it said at the beginning? Maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. Maybe you need to get another item. Your parents' room remains a frozen time capsule of a childhood you would sooner forget. Right. Weapons. Nothing but clothes and jewellery. Only once you slide the top drawer open, you remember this is where your father keeps his shotgun. The shiny barrel seems to call out to you. Guns are certainly noisy but efficient. Yep, taking Daddy's gun. Yep. Well, there's no way you can conceal this shotgun without causing suspicion. Oh, well, shit. So that's just, evidence of consequences and decisions. If we'd have kept the coat, we'd have had a shotgun. George said you wanted to see me, Mother. Yes. Your sister will not be returning to St. Marie's this year, Aaron. Her condition has become too serious. I see. You have nothing to say besides that, Aaron? No, nothing. This is precisely what I wanted to talk to you about. This silly feud with your sister must stop. Why do you think her condition keeps getting worse? Perhaps it's because you refuse to even acknowledge her. She killed Henry. For heaven's sake, Aaron, it was only a rat. He was my friend. I should never have allowed you to keep it in the first place. If you must blame someone, blame me. Will you forgive your sister? Never. Very well, Aaron, you leave me no choice. I will have to speak to your father about this. Deary me. This always brings back far too many memories. Sorry, I did a little hiccup there. You get down on all fours, peek underneath your parents' bed, find nothing. Shit. I let that fucking maid take my goddamn assholing coat. Here she is. You enter the surreal atmosphere of your sister's room. Mirrors of various sizes cover the walls, creating an eerie illusion of a crowded space. So many mirrors. She's too busy staring at herself in the mirror to notice you rifling through. Oh, you have a pair of silky undergarments with her initials on the inside. Planted in the right place, these might weave a tale of their own. So I've found plenty of evidence. I don't want to take two pieces of evidence. There's nothing of interest, okay. What's over here? Ornate clocks, right behind mirrors and cruelty. Well, let's have a look with, talk with the sister. Aha, I thought I smelled a rat. Have you come to see me, little rat? How are you feeling? I'm not a rat, I'm your brother. It takes a rat to smell a rat. All sick burn. Go with how are you feeling? Hello, Jennifer. How have you been?
How have I been? I'd say for a little rat to ask. Normally I just say, squeak, squeak. You just have a pet rat, didn't you? Remember what I did to him? Oh, how he squeaks. Such great pain for such a little creature. What did you want to talk to me about, little rat?
So you're still collecting mirrors. Just came to see how mirror collection's getting on. How many do you have now? 73. That's a lot of mirrors. Can you use all of them at once? Of course not. What a silly question. Are you making fun of my mirrors, little rat? You better not be. You could surely... Over the years, she had better than little rat. Apparently not. Go away, I don't want to speak to you anymore. Is that it? Your sister has gone back to studying her own reflection. Okay. Cool. Ooh, your former bedroom now a simple guest room. Most of your old furniture has vanished, probably thrown on a bonfire, knowing your father. I can see a rapier here already. At least one items of yours, the odd fencing sword. At least this is a weapon with which you're very well practiced. I'm not going to use my own fucking weapon, am I? Sometimes sit around. Wardrobe is vacant and barren. The old bed. So many memories of long sleepless nights spent wishing that your entire family would disappear. Your bed so totally emptied of whatever items you'd left behind. God damn. I think we're just going to have to go classic with a knife in the kitchen or something. We don't have many options, unless I can just fucking put my coat back on. Where did she fucking take it? Alright, go down here. Dusty old wine cellar is where your father likes to practice billiards. The laundry room is next door, and beyond that the servants' quarters. Billiards cube belonging to your father lies across the table. This certainly serves as an unorthodox murder weapon. Probably won't let us take this. You find there's no way you can conceal, blah blah blah. So we're limited. So this really is sort of where the choose your own adventure-y stuff comes in. Kind of got more consequences than a Telltale game, if we're honest. Nothing here but wet laundry. What's this, poison? No, nothing of interest. What about this mop? Maids left a wooden broom. Looks more like a mop. Might be a useful weapon. There's no way we can take that. What's up there? Oh, there's still the wooden room. No, 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 no. Right, what's in the drawers? Nothing. Useless cleaning supplies. There could be bleach in there. Oh, hello. Broken mirror. Odds are it belongs to your sister and the maid has been hiding it where father... hiding it here after accidentally breaking it. A shard of glass from the mirror. Oof. You know what? It's probably the best we got. Yeah. You take the sharpest piece of broken glass and hide it on your person for later. Okay. So we've got evidence and a mirror. I feel like we might end up accidentally framing the maid now. But I guess we'll see. The choices are made. Time for dinner. Dinner is served. Dun, dun, dun. Sophia, could you come here a moment?
Yes, ma'am.
Pour me some wine.
Yes, ma'am.
But madam, I didn't give George anything. What is it, George? I must protest it has always been my duty to pour the wine at dinner.
Oh, well, don't cause any trouble.
Nonsense, what is the matter, George? Something overly fantastic. But I didn't think you've had enough, Mother. Do you let the stuff speak to you like that? Come on, let George pour the wine. He just wants to look down your dress. We'll be pleasant here. Just let him pour the damn wine, would you? It's his job. Oh, that wasn't as pleasant as I thought it would be.
You stay out of it, boy. If your mother wants a girl to pour the damn wine, then the girl will pour the damn wine.
Of course, sir, my apologies. An interesting little rat, isn't he, Daddy?
Yes, he is. Why can't you ever keep your mouth shut, boy?
Perhaps I did speak out of turn. I apologise. Gotta think about that inheritance. Alright, I'm sorry. I must have had too much wine myself.
You better not let it happen again.
Why don't you just kill their father? Sophia, could you come here, please?
Yes, Miss Jennifer.
I just wanted to say that's the loveliest meal I've ever tasted. I don't know how you do it, you cunning pixie.
You're too kind, miss. Of course I will have tea and cakes for you in the drawing room as usual after dinner.
Oh, you're so good to me. Your sweet things are very, very good to me. None for me on full. I wouldn't mind some of your hot cakes. Would you two stop flirting? Sophia isn't interested in your advances. Well, let's not fucking out someone. We're gonna do this murder classy. We're not gonna be fucking tits about things. We'll just say none for me on full. I won't have any, thank you. I can eat another bite. Well, you weren't offered any, so there. Please, Jennifer, it's all I'll try to be civil. Anyway, I can't keep this up. Celebrate your father's birthday, such a very important occasion for us all. You're so dear to us and welcome. Happy birthday, Daddy. Indeed, happy birthday, Father. Let's hope it will be one to remember. Well, don't say that. This is a terrible murderer doing the deed. Here we go. Now it is time for you to quickly plant any items of evidence you have. To do so, simply enter the desired room, select the item. When you are ready, enter the drawing room to do the deed. Okay. So, here's how the evidence goes. Fucking... It shows them... Right, well, where do I put it? It says enter any room to plant the evidence. Okay, well, I didn't plant the evidence. I kind of walked into the wrong room. You see Jennifer staring out the window ahead of you, lost in one of her strange moods. She hasn't noticed you enter the drawing room. Now is the time. No. Fuck! I've just got to kill her. Bollocks! Okay. Broken glass, I guess. Your sister cries out in surprise as you grab her from behind, and you quickly muffle those cries with one hand before pressing the shard of broken glass against her throat. She struggles valiantly as you cut her throat open, but you manage to hold her in place until she finally goes limp. You drop her lifeless body to the ground along with the broken glass. It's time to leave this room before your deed is discovered. Fuck me. Okay. Do I still have time to plant the evidence? I didn't get any option and no control or anything. Well, she's been found. It all fell apart at the end there. I walked into the wrong room by accident and... Fuck. I better get caught for this. Good evening. Oh, it's Detective Morgan! Mr. Francis York Morgan. I understand this is a difficult time for your family. You're damn right it is. I want to know what you're doing wasting time in here while my daughter's killer's still out there. We've found no evidence of forced entry. Nobody was seen entering or leaving the house. It would seem entirely possible the killer is in this room. What? No, that seems highly unlikely, Inspector. Perhaps it is, however, in order to follow protocol, I will have to interview each of you in turn. Mrs. Bruce, would you like to meet me in the library first? Fuck. The interview. Thank you for joining me in here, Mr. Bruce. I'm sure this won't take long. Before we begin, I will need to search your person. Oh, bollocks. Bollocks! Did you write this poem? Fuck it, we got to take credit for the poem. I wrote that just the other day. What do you think? Poetry's not really my cup of tea. Are you sure that forbidden is a word? Well, I needed something to rhyme with maiden. I see. Now that's out of the way, let's move on to the interview. Well, we at least explained away the evidence. As you know, I've already spoken to everyone else who was present in the house at the time of your sister's death. We have also completed our initial search of the house, but we'll get to that later. Let's start from the beginning. First of all, we'll run through all your activities since your arrival. The maid says you and the butler arrived shortly after 7 o'clock and she greeted you at the door. The maid says you made several lewd comments and advances towards her during your conversation. This leads me to question your character, I'm afraid. So of course I did. Have you seen the maid? If we can play ourselves off as a lech instead of a murderer, I'll go for it. Absolutely, wouldn't you have done the same? She's a pretty little thing after all. No, I can't say I would have. It's worth noting the butler has also commented on your inappropriate behaviour towards the maid. Later on, you had a conversation with your mother, Gloria, in the parlour. She told me you were unusually cordial, something about wanting to apologise and make amends. So I just wanted to avoid another argument. I wasn't being entirely honest with her, I just wanted to avoid an awkward evening. That is understandable. There we are, we're doing okay. She says you spoke briefly about your sister. Apparently you seemed quite concerned about her well-being. See, we were worried my sister might attempt suicide. I wasn't expecting... Okay, well, that's true. My mother and I were concerned that my sister might try to take her own life, as she had attempted once before. Okay, he'll take note of that. You went to see your father in the library. Conversation became quite heated. Of course it did. My father is an irritating man. I thought the conversation was civil. My father always had a temper. There we go. Very short fuse. Many of our conversations go that way. Would you say he has a violent temper? Absolutely. I see. That's good to know. We're coasting this interview. This is a piss walk. You discussed the prospect of your moving back to Dunshiel. You refused to do so under any circumstances. Couldn't bear another day leaving my family. I already have made a life elsewhere. That cuts us out of the running for the will stuff. We're not bothered. My father fails to accept the fact that I have my own life now. I can't just move back here. Of course not. That's completely understandable. Your father also told me you threatened him with physical violence. He threatened me first. I threatened him back. Are you in the habit of threatening old men, Mr. Bruce? My father can handle himself. Trust me. I see. Okay, that didn't go too well. Yes, I did speak with the sister, yeah. What did you discuss? Just small talk. We discussed her illness and obsessions. Nothing at all. I would rather not say. Just small talk. That's what it was. Nothing of consequence. We spoke about the terrible weather and how long it had been since we last saw one another. Okay, then. Let's move on to the events that took place during dinner. I understand there was an argument involving the butler. You felt he was being treated unfairly. Just trying to stir things up. We'll just say my family always treat the servants poorly. Someone has to stand up for the servants around here. My family treats them like dirt. Indeed, it was good of you to do so, Mr. Bruce. He's a very trusting detective. Now, I need to ascertain your location at the time of your sister's death. Where were you when you heard the maid scream? We'll say ground floor. That's where we were. Ground floor. West wing. Foyer, library, parlour, storage room. East wing, dining room, pantry, kitchen. We'll go with this. I'm a little worried. Library. Say library. I was in the library. Strange your father didn't mention seeing you in there. As I said earlier, we've completed our initial search of the property. The search did not turn up any items which gave me cause to suspect anyone in particular. I'm curious about the murder weapon. The broken glass seems to have come from one of your sister's mirrors. We found the rest of it in the maid's room. However, we can't rule out suicide, especially given your sister's mental condition and her obsession with mirrors. It is all very interesting. I will be completely honest with you now, Mr. Bruce. Your behaviour this evening has given me cause for suspicion! However, I am more concerned that you lied about your location at the time of your sister's death. While there is some suspicion regarding your father, I don't currently regard him as a serious suspect. I'm slightly curious about the maid, but I doubt she was involved. Despite her condition, I don't believe suicide. I'm going to ask you to accompany me to the station. What? Not currently, unless you want it that way. A verdict of suicide. Fuck. I thought I coasted that shit. You remain the prime suspect. At the trial, it did not take very long for the jury to return a guilty bollocks. Given a life sentence for the murder of your sister and would be spending the rest of your life sleeping behind bars. In your dank little cell, there was nowhere to hide or escape the nightmares when they came. The deed itself had taken possession of your soul, and perhaps this was her final revenge. Well, fuck. I thought, damn. Well, that was interesting. That was the deed. You can play again and try different things. I mean, it really is just a little experimenty thing, I guess. But I guess that's how I'd do it if I did it, and I'd get caught. So I'd make a bad murderer. For 99 cents, and it's currently on sale now for even cheaper than that, like 79 cents or something. That's quite worth it, actually. There's your proof that, you can do a short game and have it be compelling and interesting. I'd be tempted to play through that a couple times just to see, how it shakes down. So yeah, that's the deed. Pretty decent. No, that doesn't work. I'll see you later. Bye.